Trevor Lawrence has declared he is going into the 2021 NFL Draft. He announced his intention to forego his remaining eligibility and enter the draft as an underclassman. And his 2020 season ended with a loss to Ohio State in the college football playoff semifinals on New Year's Day. I don't even need to explain this dude, man. We all know how he is. He's very athletic. He's a very great quarterback, and I think he'll make a very great impact in the NFL once he makes it there. This was reported by Dan Parr, original content editor for the NFL.com. I'll switch gears. I'll start with you first, Mario. This is a no-brainer. I mean, we already knew this was coming a mile away.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we definitely expected Trevor Lawrence to enter this year's draft. I mean, he could have easily entered last year's draft too and would have easily been a top three pick, in my opinion, possibly. I think he would have easily been a top three pick in that draft. But he decided to enter this draft, and he's definitely going to be number one or number two, depending on who Jacksonville Jaguars will take at number one, whether that's him or Justin Fields. I just want to say though, it's just a shame how his it's unfortunate how his college career ended. Like, I mean, like in a game like that, that's definitely his worst game in college football.
Yeah,
That is
right.
definitely one of his in his worst game. He didn't even play that bad. He had two TDs and an interception. He had 400 plus yards. I mean, it's just a shame to see him take a loss like that, and that'll be his last loss. But we also can't forget how much he's done for Clemson football, and I think that's very important. I think he's did a lot for that team. I think he's done a lot for that college. And I mean, I think when time is set, I think he'll be one of the best Clemson quarterbacks to leave that draft. I mean, obviously, there's Deshaun Watson, what he did, but I think Deshaun Watson and Trevor Lawrence, when it comes to Clemson quarterbacks, I think they're neck and neck. But going to talking more about the NFL draft, I do think this was the best decision for him. And the reason why is because longevity is key in the NFL. And Trevor Lawrence is a junior, and he's probably, by the time he gets to the NFL, he's probably going to be about 23 years old. Now, that's really not shouldn't matter. Well, it really does. See, like, because the reason why is in the NFL, your goal is to win a Super Bowl, and every year counts. You know what I'm saying? That's why. That's like, take for example when the Texans lost to the Titans in the season finale. Take that for example. J.J. Watt apologized to Deshaun Watson, and if you hear what he says, he goes, we wasted one of your years." Because J.J. Watt knows exactly how important that is. Because what people don't understand is you need all the time and all the years you can get, because you just never know what's going to come as an obstacle. You know what I'm saying? Like, knock on wood, that don't happen, but he could get hurt. You're always trying to chase for that Super Bowl, and longevity is key, especially when it comes to not just Super Bowls, not just injuries, but also like record breaking as well. Most TD passes, most yards. Those stats, those come to play due to time. You don't get those stats within the first 5 years. It takes time to get those stats. But with that being said, I do think he picked the right decision. I think another year in college, I think it's just unnecessary, when you could be easily top number one, number two pick in this draft. I think it's unnecessary. I think right now you have the chance to make big money football as a rookie. And I think that this is the best decision for Trevor Lawrence, and I completely respect it.
Yeah, absolutely. And at this point, his top no being the number one overall pick in the 2021 draft is still kind of it's kind of still up in the air because Justin Fields is right not too far behind him, and like you and I have been saying, if he wins a national championship, he's most likely going to be the number one pick. So we still don't know if he's going to go to Jacksonville and the Jets, yeah, the New York Jets. As of late, I don't think he's going to go to Miami, but you get my point. It's like, but I agree with you. I think this is a great decision for him because, I mean, you want to make your mark in the football world. I mean, you gotta do it in the NFL. It's that simple. And I think he will. To be honest with you, I think he'll hold his own word if he's going to the Jets or the Jaguars. I know those are two greatly horrible franchises that created absolutely glorious tanks for us to witness, but he has a chance to turn that glorious tank into even better glory, like on the Super Bowl. But you get what I mean. I think he'll make a very great mark in the NFL. But obviously it starts with declaring going to the draft, and that's what he did. And he made a video on his personal Instagram account. I'll leave that in the link in the description down below for you guys to check out. But I mean, I don't think he has anything else to prove in college football either. So I think going to the NFL is his next job. He's got to prove himself there. But with that said, congratulations to Trevor Lawrence on declaring for the NFL draft, and good luck to you, buddy. We're very excited to see you play.